Thank you, Dr. Nekha. Am I audible?
Yes, you are very much audible.
Thank you, doctors. So today, now it's the 1835th day of uninterrupted daily webinar of IFPH. Before beginning the session, let's have a silent prayer. Hello, doctors, students of homeopathy and friends of homeopathy. Today is the 1835th day of uninterrupted daily webinar of IFPH. And today our guest speaker is Dr. DIVYA RADHAKRISHNAN, founder and chief practitioner, Hygia Homeo Clinic, Trichy, Tamil Nadu. Dr. Divya conducts seminars and webinars to educate and empower women doctors and fresh graduates. She is the organizer and public awareness campaigner and lecturer in schools, institutions, and various forums. She is the member of the core committee, Swara Homeo Gurukul International Workshop, Maharashtra, and she do have a lot of awards and accolades with it, recognitions with her, and some of them are Best Homeopathic Doctor by various TV channels, Pudu Yog TV channel, India's top 50 Invincible Women Awards 2025 by from Honor Magazine, Pride of Tamil Nadu Award 2025 by Youngsters True Organization, Superwoman Best Homeopathy Doctor 2025 by Firm Times Magazine, and she do have a passion to work as a holistic doctor. Today, the topic of discussion is homeopathy, the holistic science, with case presentations. Let us welcome Dr. DIVYA RADHAKRISHNAN, and I welcome you all for the session. Doctor, you can start the session.
Good evening to one and all. Thanks for the warm welcome. I can see many senior practitioners over here. So all of your experiences will be much more in homeopathy than me, but I would like to share a few clinical experiences of mine today with you all. And first of all, to begin with, I must say my sincere thanks and gratitude to this IFPH forum for giving me an opportunity to share my experiences, and really are doing a dedicated work of spreading homeopathy, which is also my passion, to spread homeopathy to everyone, because it is a divine science, and if we are reaching this to many people, so the humanity will be ultimately at cure. So let me start with the session. Hope you all can see the PPT. Okay. So we believe in homeopathy about individualization, right? So what is individualization? Is it the physical symptoms, or is it the emotional symptoms, or is it the mind, which is the core of the human being? So what is individualization? So with today we are going to see two cases which will throw many insights upon how to take the case and how to see what is the individual of an person. So it's always like the effect is seen right in front of our eyes. The symptoms are visible, the pathology is visible, but the cause of that is not seen. So our aim in homeopathy is to find the cause of the disease, be it a acute ailment or a chronic ailment. When we find out the exact cause of the disease, since when it began and was the main reason for it, then when we see that, what happens, and prescribe the remedy through that, then permanent cure as per aphorism 2 happens. So the objective signs are always visible. For example, if it is a tumor, then the color of the tumor, the consistency of the tumor, etc. is visible to the eyes. Where it is located, which side of the body, everything is seen. Whereas the subjective symptoms, that has to be interrogated to the patient through the art of case taking, which is the type of the pain, since when the tumor started, what all happens with the tumor for that individual. So this is just an example. So now we will see a case of an acne, chronic acne. and she's a female of 18 years old. She came for treatment in 2020 and she is suffering from this problem for the last 8 years. That is 2012 till 2020 she was suffering. So there is a false perception about homeopathy that it is low acting. It will take long time to recover. So actually it is a false. Many of the good homeopaths know about it, that homeopathy actually is faster than allopathic cure. Then the exact symptom is given. So this 8 years of suffering just got cured in 6 months. So this is her picture. Before treatment, when she came to me in 2020, this is her face, and this is not AI edited. And now it is the era of AI, artificial intelligence. So everything looks like wow. So this is not AI edited. This is the magic of homeopathy. Homeopathy can do much greater benefit to humanity than AI. So, and this is her face after 6 months of treatment. So let us see how she started her complaints and what was her problem. So when I asked with a broad end question, tell me your problems, she told that the pimples increased in the last 3 days and the cheeks are swollen. A gel-like substance discharge comes from pimple and it is offensive and sticky. And this comes after washing the face. It's not always. So there is a white layer forms around the pimple. It's burning along with severe pain, like chili powder applied to the wound. After face wash, this burning is present for 2 to 3 minutes, unable to talk. So the burning is so severe that she can't tolerate it and nothing ameliorated that burning. And can you just imagine her state? And in the 8 years, she has taken lots of treatment. Then sleeplessness. So then she told this pimples are present for the past 8 years since my 6th standard. So when she came, she was studying college. So that means something has happened in her 6th standard, which has deeply affected her vital force, which is retained till now. So now our aim is to find what is the cause of this. So even before menarche, it has started. It's not the hormonal issues, problems. So she has taken allopathic treatment and the face became black and the face is oily. So I asked her, what is the stressful moment in the life? She told betrayal by friend. She made me to trust and then betray. It was her mistake, but she blamed on me and she got escaped. Hence, in the last 8 years, I am alone without friends. So can you see the depth of desperation? Friend betrayed in 6th standard and after that she is alone completely for the 8 years. So behind the mind of me, what was like, it correlated that 8 years and the 6th standard betrayal. So instead of directly asking to her, I asked, when did this happen? She told, when I was studying 6th standard. So now our observation as a homeopath is her pimples are there from 6th standard onwards and betrayal also has happened during that time. And now see what she tells after that. So this is the observation which we have to note down. So then she told, I was studying 6th standard. After that incident, there was no belief on friends and I remained alone. Ate alone at school, roam alone, will not mingle with anyone. So then I asked, tell more about that incident. So friend has told that I am bringing money from home and buying snacks for her. So what happened? This was my question. In order to know her deeper aspects of her mental picture. So such type of broad-ended questions make the patient to speak more. So then she told, my parents lost trust on me. Parents stopped interacting with me. Recently, my mother is interacting with me. My father is telling, howsoever we scold you or beat you, we love you, but I am unable to accept it. Meaning, it's being fixed in my mind that my father don't like me. Tell more about that. I desire to be alone always. Even if my mother says that she will sleep with me, I don't want. So what is this? Rubrics, company aversion to, desire for being solitude. So all these are rubrics. And ailments from betrayal. So this is like plus plus in her. I don't want. Recently, I got a few friends whom I can trust. Now I like to be alone also and with friends also. But maximum desire to be alone. And here song for the entire day. So what song do you hear? Motivational song, romantic song. Like if I'm sad and need someone to motivate me, then I hear motivational song. If I'm weeping, then I hear sad songs. So this is something peculiar. Generally, if a person is sad, they hear some happy songs to bring them out of it. But she's telling that when she is sad, she hears sad songs and also a song to motivate her. So all this will get into now it's like a zigzag puzzle. At the end of the case, we will know where to place all this and why she is telling all this. And the entire materia medica picture and rubrics, everything will get solved. So now let us just be with the case. Instead of immediately judging her or putting into some rubrics. So what type of motivation it is? If I'm sad and hear those songs, my feelings improve. I get confidence that I can. So by hearing that song, what happens to her? She is getting confidence that she can. So in the entire situation, what affected you to the most? Because now this situation is important, which led to the betrayal for her. And since then, she is having this pimples. Okay. So it is that our observation. Patient did not tell, now I got a betrayal, now pimples developed like that. Okay. So because it is the same time. When friends told so and parents didn't believe me, how was it during that time? I should go to a place where nobody is there. Then I feel relief. So tell about that place. So her desire is to go to a place where nobody is there. That's what desire, solitude desire for. Company aversion to being solitude desire for. But it is coming again and again deeper. So now we have to explore about this place in her delusion. So for her, that place is with no betrayal and I need not betray anyone. So for her, the place is also is about betrayal only. So elements is also from betrayal. Now this place is also no betrayal. So it is like plus plus mark. If I like a thing, I have belief that thing too likes me. Like if I interact with a doll telling I like you very much, same vibrations return back. So this is her delusion that she is interacting with a doll in that place. So her delusion is now if I am sad and convey everything to that doll, will get a feeling that doll is telling to me, don't do like this. This is wrong. Others will be hurt. Get a feel that doll is speaking to me. So now we might get a confusion like whether she is a psychiatric patient. Okay, it's not she is a psychiatric patient or schizophrenic patient. Okay, it's her own imaginary world. We all live in our own imaginary world. We all have our own world, which is a delusion, beautiful delusion created by our own self. And that delusion world will be the exact opposite polarity of the suffering which we are undergoing in this day-to-day life. So for her, the day-to-day life, she underwent betrayal and now she wants to be in a place where there is no betrayal and she is communicating there with a doll. And also remember that after this incident, she didn't talk with anybody. She isolated herself, didn't mingle with anybody, didn't eat with anyone. Even if her parents are calling to sleep, she is not going. So now this doll picture comes. Now in the case taking, we are going ahead with her delusion. What will the doll speak? Example, if my father scold or beat me, I will weep and tell to that doll and the doll will reply to me. Why did father scold you? It was because you did a mistake like this. The doll will convince me. So for her, the doll is a person who is convincing. If the father is scolding, she tells to that doll, and that doll is telling, convincing her. So it's a sort of, you can take, even if you're taking a rubric, you can take clinging or that sort of something, or holding on to some image or a substance or a thing she is holding on to, or a human being. It can be anything for anybody. So for this patient, it is a doll who will convince when she is at problem. So how will it be during that time? Feel confident, courage, safe and free that I have everything. So this is her feel during that time: courage, confidence, safe. Actually, this you can't take as such as a rubric, but we will see what is the reason for her to tell this confident, courage and safe at the end of the case. Now just be with the case. Experience in safe is water is there, food is there, parents are there. If some problem comes to me, it won't come to me directly. It has to cross my parents and come. They know about it. That's safety. So experience in that is problem is solved easily. Feel confident. So if they are not there, so if they are there, it is confident, courage, safe, that they are there for everything, for water, food, for every problem they are there. And so now the opposite polarity. If they are not there, what will happen? No food, no love, nobody to talk. Nothing is there. Always this opposite polarity is also need to be explored in the case. Dr. Kent tells in his lectures of homeopathic philosophy that those cases in which the polarity is not explored, in that cases only retake will be needed. So we have to see the polarity in the case. So what will happen if they are not there? No food, no love, nobody to talk. Nothing is there. How will it be during that time? Feel lonely. Don't like to talk with anyone. I am for me. Nobody is there for me. So she has gone to this polarity only when the betrayal has happened. So I got a confusion in her whether she wants to be alone or she wants that company, because she is feeling lonely also and she made herself lonely also. So I asked this question directly to her. So, want to be alone or not? She tells want to be alone. For what? Can take decision that is correct. Get that willpower. I can be alone for maximum time without fear. So then my curiosity was, the peculiarity is that she did not form friend from 6th standard to 11th standard. So why she didn't form that friend? Because I believed my friends, I loved them, I cared for them, I trusted them, but they cheated me. So I decided to be alone and change my classroom in since 6th standard. So it has affected deeply her that she has even changed the classroom in 6th standard, because she loved them, cared them, trusted them, but they cheated her. But what happened in 11th standard? The friends, they came and spoke with me again and again, cared for me, gave belief. So what she did not get in that 6th standard, what she believed in that the friends cheated. But the same thing the friends gave in 11th standard. They came and spoke with me again and again, cared for me, gave me that belief. So it's what type of belief? Whatever they tell, I will do. It's a blind belief. What is blind belief? Because everything, instead of judging, it's better to ask in the mouth of patient only. Because love for each person is different. Respect for each person is different. Money for each person is different. It comes from our own individual perception. So better to ask them what is blind belief. What is that for them from their own mouth? So believing without doubt. They are correct. can trust them, no mistake on them. They think and do what is right and what is wrong. So it is a sort of complete belief, right? Believing without doubt. So experiencing that belief is again the same. Courage, confident, they are a trustable person. Complete belief, she tells. It's not, it's a type of surrender. Can you get it? It is complete belief. It's not a doubtful belief. But what happened? The same person on whom she is having that blind belief, who gives her that courage and confidence and whom she can trust for that love, care, and affection, have betrayed her. So that is the center of the case. So now the remedy should have this. So this is a sort of complete belief. I can believe them and go anywhere. Like parents, they will take care of us. So can you see? It's not, she's telling in words, it's her experience, individual experience. So the dreams in sleep is also about friends only. So with dreams are the subconscious area. It always reflects our true consciousness, which is in our day-to-day life, which is the problematic things. So her dreams in sleep is college, walking with friend. How will it be during that time? She is with me, talking with her, experience during that moment, confident that she will be with me always. So this is in dreams also, she's with her friend, walking, talking, and confident that that friend will be with her always. So here also it is all about confidence. And her comfortable climate is winter. She don't like summer because it causes so much sweat and head pain. Desire in food is chocolate and aversion is food is fish. So this is the case. So now what I did. Before going to the rubrics, materia medica aspect and what remedy was given, let us see the follow-up what happened. Follow-up after 1 month, a medicine was given, 200 single dose and placebo for 1 month. So after 1 month, the follow-up is no pain and discharge from the pimples. The pimples reduced to 40%, able to mingle with parents and friends, feel relaxed and calm mentally, no dreams in sleep. So only placebo was given again. So can you see now there is a change in her. She isolated herself, but now she is able to mingle with parents and friends. And she is calm now mentally. So the cure has begun from center to periphery as per Herring's law of cure. The mind is the center of an individual, right? So now after 3 months, what happened? So only placebo was given for 3 months. After 3 months, again she was disturbed. Okay, I have written the remedy over here. So let it be okay. So emotionally, the remedy prescribed for her even first time was natramur 200 single dose. So 3 months placebo was there. Emotionally, she got disturbed because of the fight between parents. Hence, again, natramur 200 was repeated. 1 dose after 3 months. After 6 months, there was no problem, absolutely. Mentally, she is relaxed and sharing her feelings and trust everybody, confident and bold than before. So, the treatment was stopped. So, when it is a single, simple, minimum dose, and we are finding the exact ailments from and giving, and when it is covering the holistic aspect of the individual, cure will be like aphorism 2, permanent. So after 3 years, the follow-up is no relapse so far and mentally peaceful. This always I check with my patients. After stopping treatment, I will call them every year. I call them, how are you? Did the complaint return back? So after 3 years, again her complaint returned back because of some family issues and her brother was fighting. And again, it was the same emotion and delusion that nobody is there to take care of her. And again, a single dose of natramur was given after 3 years. And now it is 5 years, 2025, right? 2020 she came. After that, now again for 2 years, no relapse, no pimples, nothing. So based on the physical complaints, symptoms, let us repetize. Skin is greasy, which was oily. Face eruptions, pimples are burning. Face eruptions, pimples painful. Face eruptions, scurfy, scaly, because the white this thing was present around her pimples. Bathing, washing, aggravation, because whenever she wash her face only, the burning pain starts. Otherwise, it is not there. So, generalities, discharges, secretions, offensive, fetid. From Fatak repertory, discharge, loss of vital fluid, which is sticky, pasty, and stringy, because her discharge was sticky. And face eruptions, pimples, white. So, if we repertorize with physical symptoms, then natramure is the remedy. So if we take the mind picture, rubrics for the mental picture, then also natramure is the remedy. Betrayal elements from aggravation, company aversion to, mind alone amelioration, mind aversion to solitude, being alone desires, company desire for alone aggravation, being love, disappointment, unhappy, elements from aggravation. So based on mental picture also, her remedy is natramure. If you see even in a symptom, whether this aversion to fish is there, in Alan's repertory it is there. Desire chocolate. In Murphy Nature's Materia America it is there for natramure. And we know natramure personality, how their faces. So I am not repeating it again. So when we see this natramure personality, the reference book is from The Substance of Homeopathy by Dr. Rajan Shankaran. The main feeling in natramure is of being betrayed, disappointed. By the person with whom he or she seeks relationship. So, betrayal is by the person whom they seek that relationship, who they seek that love, care, and affection, trust. That's why natramure is given for love failure. Much desire for music and romantic. They like sad music. Natramure like sad music. This patient also told no, when she is sad, she desire to hear sad music. They have fear of being hurt, disappointed, and hence are reserved, unapproachable. So natramure become reserved after a hurt. They don't talk with anybody. So there is a reason for the reserved nature of natramure. Whenever there is a cause, there is an effect. Effect doesn't come without a cause. So the cause for reserved attitude of natramure is the hurt, the disappointment. At the same time, now next we will see from chemistry aspect, from the aspect of sodium and chlorine, how this happens. Because homeopathy is a deeper science. It's not just the materia medica or the rubric in just the words. It actually comes from the essence of that substance from nature. So when we know that the reason for the rubrics and the materia medica symptoms, it will be like just wow. So much beautiful homeopathy is. And when the results come, no, it's just 3 plus wow. So for her, generally natramure, they become reserved after the hurt, okay, which is seen also in this patient. At the same time, there is tremendous insecurity with fear of being alone. See, can you see the two polarities? They become reserved also, but there is a fear to be alone also. This is why there is contradiction of mind in natramure. So there is a silent grief, weeping when alone, aversion to company, shut off from the people. What is the reason for this contradiction? Now we will see from chemistry. Okay. So aversion to company, shut off from people. This again alternates with desire for company or relationship. That's why we find the contradictory symptoms in natrum uriaticum people. They are independent and dependable. Generally, they have a history of big problems or quarrels with their parents. So now what is the reason for both? They want company also, but when the same company hurts, they become reserved. But again, in that reserve, they have that insecurity of being alone. And that's why majority of the time, natrum neura ends in solitude because they have the fear of that betrayal deep within them. They become friendless for lifetime, but deep inside they have that fear of being alone. But in this case, this girl formed the friendship with a doll, which is immaterial being, which is reciprocating her own thoughts. Don't worry, father will scold, and that doll is convincing. So from the lectures of Dr. Shekhar Algongi, the reason for natrum muriaticum to have these type of contradictory symptoms is because the electronic configuration of natrum is 11, which has one electron in the outermost shell. So which makes them highly unstable because it needs 7 more electrons to gain that stability. So they are clinging in relationship. So natrum, see, this is the electronic configuration. Outer ring has only 1 electron. So 7 more electrons are needed to fill that ring. So they immediately give this electron to become stable. That is the chemistry of natrum, right? They give the electron and become the cation. Immediately they give that electron to an anion to gain that stability, to gain that support. So that's why we see these rubrics, company desire for alone aggravation while. So alone is aggravation for them. They need that company. This comes because of natrum. This rubric in natrum muriaticum is due to natrum because of that instability of the electrons. Whereas muriaticum, chlorine, which has 7 electrons in the outer ring, it needs only 1 more electron, right? So how much chlorine will be stable within itself, right? Because it has 7 electrons. It's just 1 electron. Even if you give that 1 electron or not, I am stable by myself. It's not needed that 1 electron. So they are independent. Chlorine is independent because they are stable with that 7 electrons. That's why you see these rubrics in natrum muriaticum. It is because of the chlorine aspect. Company aversion to, solitude fond of, which is independent nature. Indifference, company in aggravation. Sadness, company aversion to, desire for solitude. Company aversion to, presence of people intolerable to her. So these rubrics are due to chlorine. Okay, so this, before going into the next slide, I would like to show the periodic table. Okay. So sodium is here in the periodic table in row 3 and chlorine is here, which is the halogen. So sodium, all the cations over here, sodium, magnesium, kali, calcarea, they all are wanting relationship. That's why you see like magnesium is also like for orphan children. Dr. Ken tells magnesium is given for orphan children diarrhea. And we know the restlessness of kali personality. They are workaholic. They are for family. They are anxiety. If their family members are not there, that's all. Kali collapses. So calcarea, they are also for family. So all these remedies need that relationship to make themselves stable because natrum has 1 electron in outer ring, magnesium has 2 electron in outer ring. They need more number of electrons to make them stable. Whereas here, this side, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, all these are having more electrons with them in the outer ring. So they don't want that relationship. They don't want, because they are self-sufficient. That is why we see the egoistic attitude of sulfur and even chlorine also. So when the same person is having inside their head, on one side, I need to cling because of natrum, and another side, I want to live because of chlorine, then what happens to that person. That is why in natrum muriaticum, you can see consolation, aggravation, because within their same head, on one side, I need this person, on another side, I don't want this person because that person has hurted me, disappointed me, did not show that love, care, and affection. So now, what will I do? This is their juggling, which is going inside their mind. And during that time, if you go and console them, what happens? They burst out in anger. That's how temper tantrum is seen in natrum muriaticum. So consolation aggravates them. So in one or other way, there is a relation between all the remedies of the row 3 in the periodic table. Similarly, every row. But let me tell a glimpse about row 3 only, because now today's case is natrum muriaticum. So it will be related to it. See, we know natrum mure, which is for love, care, and affection. Magnesium carb, which is for orphan children. It is again about love, care, affection. You see this issue of love, care, affection in silesia, in phosphorus, homesickness, in sulfur as unrequited love, in chlorine. So every remedy in this row has issues with love, care, affection, issues with identity. Who am I? And also the ego develops from natrum, magnesium, no ego, to more egoistic. Sulfur has a fixed image, fixed identity. People look upon me like this. That is why, sorry, silesia. That is why silesia has this stage fear. What if my name gets spoiled? Then phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine. So image, identity is also commonly seen in everybody. That's why they have issues with skin, pimples also. That is also seen in every remedy. Silesia, we know about the skin complaints. Sulfur, we know about the skin complaints. Natrum mure. So all these remedies have a commonality in their physical level, their mental picture, and their deeper aspects. Okay, because the difference between each remedy is just one electron. From natrum, it is 11, magnesium, it is 12, alumina, it is 13, and silesia, it is 14, and phosphorus, 15. So it is just one electron difference. Number of rings, rest, everything is same. So in proving, you will see majority of the symptoms in mental picture and physical symptoms, which is closely related to each other. And now if you have given some, for example, if you have given some, the patient silesia, and if the person is not improving, just think about phosphorus or alumina, because it is so much closely related. Only one electron is a difference. So why this girl spoke about courage, confidence, right? That also we saw in the case. She was telling that when the other person is there, it is confident, courage, that they will take care. All the mineral kingdom remedies have these issues with courage and confidence. They need the other person to pacify them. Or it can be a materialistic substance. When I have more money, I feel more courage and confidence. When the other person shows me love, care, and affection, I get that courage and confidence. This is why. Because we know that mineral kingdom have electrons, neutrons, protons. So electrons revolve around the nucleus. So the entire issue of mineral kingdom is about giving and taking of the electrons. I either give electron or I take electron. For what? To gain that stability. So in human language, that stability is gained from the other person, either through their action and deeds like love, care, affection, family, money, or through the substances. Like if I build a house, I get confidence. If I get money, I get confidence. If I have that security, if I have that family, I get that confidence, courage to face anything. If it is not there, I feel that lacuna within me. I feel inferior. Something is not there within me. A part of my body is not there, because it basically comes from the mineral kingdom language. Sometimes we don't understand why patient talks like this, because it is the kingdom language of that individual, which you can't put in rubrics. You can put in rubrics the symptoms, the emotions, the delusions, but you can't put in rubrics the experience, which is the kingdom language of that vital force. So this is why this girl spoke about that courage, confidence, and everything. So now, okay, whether this kingdom language is something that is newly evolved, okay, let us see that. It is newly evolved, okay. It was not there during Hahnemann period, but as and how the science developed, okay, after Hahnemann found only 3 miasms. Then his students found other miasms. It's like science develops from previous failures. Even Dr. Hahnemann, he did not stay, now I have found a similimum, okay, now this is the remedy. He always saw what is the failure for that similimum. That is how he worked out on his cases for 12 long years and found miasms. Then he found millisimal potency. So he was refining himself during his lifetime to see what is the mistake that is there, which is not bringing cure to the patient, in spite of giving the best of similimum. And that is how the science evolved. You will see in Fatak repertory or other repertories, okay? A Boher Bonihausen repertory, you will see only physical symptoms. But when you go to Kent repertory, you will see a separate section, mind, right? And when you go to latest complete repertory and other repertories, you will see more of mind. So science has evolved. So what Dr. Kent has told about this kingdom in his philosophy book, Lectures of Homeopathic Philosophy, which we all would have studied in BHMS, right? So what he has given about this kingdom, he has just mentioned about that kingdoms exist, but he did not go deeper into kingdom, because in his lifetime he can do to the best of his experience, right? He has given something beautiful to homeopathy, the mind section, which he has included in his repertory. So further he has told in his philosophy book, it is possible that the product of the serpent may be everything needed for the healing of man. Extend this to the animal kingdom, and it is probably so. So we know about the serpent, the lactuses, the naja, all are prepared from the poisons, right? That seems to be everything existing in one kingdom that exists in another also. So if we had a perfect knowledge of any one kingdom, we could probably cover the entire scope of curative possibilities. So this is what Dr. Kent mentions. So kingdoms are there. If we know about it, then we can give more results to the patients. The curative possibilities will increase. So this is the thing. The highest ideal of cure is rapid, gentle, and permanent restoration of health or removal and annihilation of the disease in its whole extent in the shortest, most reliable, and most harmless way on easily comprehensible principles. So now let us hear from the patient what was the change that she experienced with the remedy. After 3 years, the remedy was stopped, right? In 6 months. So after 3 years, I told her to please send the video from her home because it did not recur.
Hello everyone, I'm Divya from Tamil Nadu. I used to
Sir, can you hear the audio? And can you see the video?
Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
take this homeopathy treatment in the period of 2020. I had a problem of high pigmentation and black dot all around my face. I had this problem in the standard of 6 where I am not aware to cure this problem and I don't know how to stop the pimples in my face. My pimple size will be like a peanuts, which is huge and which is more itching. I don't have the confidence to face the society with that face, and personally myself I pulled backwards in participating and mingling with peoples or some other occasions. Due to this problem particularly I missed some other occasions and I don't involve myself in any other festivals or visiting the relatives home. This particular issue had made me to do overthinking, like what if some other people's hurts in front of my face, or if some other people's were mocked me with my personal issues. Due to that problem, I stayed isolated and I don't involve myself with any other one. In the college second year, I used to take allopathy treatment for around 1.5 years. It's a continuous process. We should not miss the treatment, or we should not miss the medicines. Due to the pandemic situation, I was forced to stop that medicine. After stopping, I received some other itchiness, or some other swellings, some toxic liquid which is used to leak in my face. I don't have a peaceful sleep. I don't have a peaceful face wash method. I don't have any other sources to cure that problem. In that peak situation, in that peak problem, Dr. Divya had helped me and recovered me within 6 months. I took this homeopathy procedure for 6 months, and it really gave me a good result in that. And now after 3 years, too, it's giving a good result. Until now, I don't receive any other pimple in my face. Dr. Divya had provided a homeopathy treatment of permanent solution of stopping the pimples. I take this opportunity to thank Dr. Divya.
So this is the cure that homeopathy can give. This is like after 3 years, and now it is 5 years, further 2 years completed. So the results will be permanent if we are seeing the holistic aspect, complete picture of body, mind, energy level. And one more thing which I want to convey, because this I have learned from my teachers, and it is really amazing that homeopathy is prepared, medicines are prepared from the vital organ of that plant or mineral or animal. Okay, like for example, without milk, it is not mammals. We don't tell them as a mammal without milk. Mammary gland brings in milk. So all the mammals remedy like lac caninum, lac defloratum, it is prepared from milk. Similarly, the snake poison, without poison, it is not snake. So it is prepared from poison. Like for example, sepia, ink of cuttlefish. Without ink, it is not sepia, because it is the survival strategy of that sepia. Similarly, for mineral kingdom, it is all about the electrons. For the plant, it is all about the alkaloids. Each plant family has a specific alkaloid which brings in the symptoms. There is a reason behind the painlessness of painful parts of opium, whose alkaloid is morphine. There is reason behind the convulsions of Lognaceae family, like Naxomica, Gelsemium, paralysis, convulsions. It is because of the strychnine effect. You just go to Google, in YouTube, you type strychnine effect on frog. You will see that frog gets paralyzed slowly. And now we are seeing that the convulsions, paralysis symptoms of this family is making sense. So similarly, each plant family has a specific alkaloid, and the complete proving is from that alkaloid. Similarly for minerals and for animals. And when we read this in detail, then we can do more good for our patients. Those patients we are not able to recover. Those failure cases will help us. So I take this opportunity to thank all my teachers and everybody over here for listening patiently. And especially my guru, Dr. Shekhar Algungi sir, because of whom I am at this level at such an young age. Like my practice is for the past 14 years, but the experience and the things that I'm doing is all because of him. And now, because many of you are from Kerala, I would like to tell that he is first time going to come to Palakkad on October 5th. And the seminar is about Solanaceae family, Belladonna, Hyacinthus, Stramonium. We see these medicines in fear of ghost also, and religious affection also, right? Belladonna, Stramonium, Hyacinthus, they have religious affection. They have the fear of ghost. But there is a reason for that. And what is that reason? So sir will be telling about the complete alkaloid effects and its symptoms, and what is the mental picture of all these remedies of complete Solanaceae family. And it is on October 5th at Palakkad, and it is the first time seminar that is happening in Kerala. And because majority of you are from Kerala, I am telling this, otherwise I wouldn't have told about this seminar. I would like to see you over there. And this is the seminar brochure. And you can contact the organizer, Dr. Lekaraj, and she is also from Kerala. I'm not the organizer, but I always wish to share my healing happiness to everybody, and that's why I always wish to promote the seminars. So you can contact this number 944-652-0089 for all the details of the seminar. So it's on October 5, so don't miss it. You'll be learning in detail about Solanaceae family, and those who are interested in religious things like myth, mythology, and homeopathy, sir will be talking about that also, because many of the things of this family, like for example, stramonium, it is datura, which is given for Lord Shiva, the likable flavor of him. Similarly, brinjal, that is also the likable fruit of Lord Shiva. And his anger, his dance, which is vigorous, that is also in night time. So these remedies have something to do with nighttime, light desire for fear of ghost, fear of dark, and religious affections. When you know all the connection between the dots, you will just start to love homeopathy and start prescribing the holistic way. So, and this is what I want to convey in this short 1 hour time. Just 5 more minutes is left for us. If we are having some questions, we will take just quick question and answer session, 1 or 2.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Divya. So we had a great, excellent time having with you, because within this span of 15 years of practice itself, you are having a great acumen in the understanding of deep homeopathy. And Dr. Rajan Shankaran is very much familiar with a lot of persons here.
Okay.
The way he is interpreting cases and incorporating these families, classifications of minerals, animal kingdom, plant kingdom, everything, it's great. And this is an eye-opening session indeed. So now it's the time to interact with the speaker. Dr. Dhanish is here. Doctor, please, you can unmute yourself.
Yes, Dr. Divya, it's really an excellent session indeed. We really love this kind of presentation, because homeopathy need to be promoted in this way, so that those who are not aware of homeopathy can understand what is going on with homeopathy and how it can be utilized for the purpose of people's cure or something. Whenever there is some illness for some person, they don't know where to go and how to get the better treatment in the shortest possible time. Homeopathy is the answer. But the thing is that most people are sitting in their clinic and they are not doing anything for propagating homeopathy or promoting homeopathy. They believe that it is my strength, it is because of my knowledge I am getting this much of patients, and definitely patients will come to me in the future also. But they are not spending a little bit, not much of time for the juniors or the coming generation also. So this is what the purpose of International Forum for Promoting Homeopathy. What we are doing here is just simply not giving any presentation, but we are uploading the videos on the very next day itself, so that the people, those who are not aware about these things, will be able to watch it in the YouTube, and they can share it. They can subscribe it without paying any money also. And as you know, we are about to reach the 5th anniversary celebration on 28th of this September. And we have already commenced registration for the same. Already many people have registered for the same, and rupees 3,000 per person because it is being conducted in a five-star hotel. That is Taj. As we all know that the Taj hotels are the biggest hotels in India, and we are doing the same in Taj Vivanta Cochin. So a lot of presentation from a short presentation from homeopathic doctors, and there will be different subject that particularly agro homeopathy, dental homeopathy, veterinary homeopathy, and there will be some time spent for students to interact with the senior doctors and international faculties also. This is what we are doing for. I hope all of you will register for the same, and those who are unable to come over here can contribute a sum for the betterment of homeopathy and betterment of the success of this seminar also. And this is what I would like to add. Anyway, hope you will come up with some more presentations, and we are planning to commence some other channels in Hindi, already we have Hindi, Malayalam, but sometimes we may start some other sessions also. Thank you.
Thank you,
Doctor.
sir. Thanks a million. May the purpose be fulfilled in every aspect. I'm so happy to meet such a team which is dedicated towards the service of promoting homeopathy. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. And it's time to conclude. Dr. Divya, so you shared a lot of things with us, and the way you delivered everything. And the last thing which you coined is kingdom expressions, which we can't found in rubrics. And we need to study more from you. We need to, again, together, we need to analyze, assess these things, because we are not having enough time. And another session is going to happen. Another Malayalam session is here, and the time is now ripe. The next moderator and next presenter is here. So we need to transfer the session, the floor to them. So you please come with more sessions. The next day, we will continue with the next case presentation and all. And we will discuss also in detail. So thank you, Dr. Divya, for this wonderful session. And I thank, on behalf of IFPH, everyone who are here for this session. Over to,
Thank you, sir.
okay. Over to Malayalam, Dr. Shaila.